Hey guys, Juice here, your host for all the battle reports here at the Long War. Special shout out and thank you to all our Long War vets. If you haven't already, go to longwar.net, become a veteran of the Long War today. So everybody at home, we are live here in the Beats Laboratory with our boy, great friend, and fan of the show, Felix.
America.
Thanks for coming back, brother. Cannot wait to throw a little rematch Nid on Blood Angels. And do we ever have a Nid list for everybody at home today?
We do.
Now, last time we played, it was a little, I had all my flyers, I had everything else. You'll be happy to know, Felix, I have no flying hive tyrants on this list.
That's pretty exciting, I'm not going to lie.
I know. Everybody at home, I know you're shocked, but this is one of those lists I've been pumping about. If you watch us on our Wednesday night webcast at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you will know kind of what we're talking about. So I can't wait to break it down for you in just a second. The Hivebind is dispatched, the most lethal of all the close combat that it has to offer, and I'm going to show it to you today. So here's the breakdown. We have Swarm Lord himself, Mr. Beast Mode, in the center. He's got all these buffs. This army, the synergy is so good. I'm going to be slinging powers left and right, and when I mean powers, upgrades. He's got the ability that gives one unit within 18 inches, either preferred enemy, Furious Charge, or Monster Hunter. So it's like these units outstretched, he's going to be doing things. He also has a level 3 Psyker, so I'm going to be able to maybe reach out and give some people some feel no pains. He has also got 2 Tyrant Guard with him, with Silent Talons and Rending Claws. Then I move on to 2 squads of 14 Hormigons, base. I have 2 squads, kind of the meat and potatoes of this list, are 2 squads of 6 Ravengers. There are 4 Rending Claws and 2 Silent Talon sets in each one. So then coming up, I have 2 individual lictors that are going to be popping up doing their thing. I have my old trusty Keep Me Alive Malinthroat. He is also going to be a facilitator in this list by not only giving me my Shroud Bubble, but hopefully early in their game, so I can capitalize it for the rest, is he's going to be a part of a successful combat, so then he himself does a preferred enemy bubble out to 12 inches. Then the G, the pimp of this army, behind, second only to the Swarm Lord, is my Trigon Prime. You might be thinking to yourself, why am I taking a Trigon Prime? But it makes so much sense. This Trigon Prime is pointed out at over 300 points. He has a couple upgrades you might never have heard of before. The Yawgmoth factor. It sounds cool on paper, but everybody's like, I don't want to pay for it, right? But you're going to see him go Super Saiyan with either +1 attack, +1 strength, or +1 armor save. He also has the Reaper of Obliterax, which is allowing him to have +3 to his initiative, shred, and +1 strength. He also instant deaths on the roll of a 6. So as you can tell, with everything around, this army is just all about buffing stats, doing it also without of the psychic phase. And as everybody knows, High Flute like this in any form of fashion goes nowhere without a Sky Shield landing pad.
I brought me some assassins today and Blood Angels.
But Felix, you brought your assassin, but did you bring yourself?
Good point. Thanks, Juice. Anyways, so I brought the entire assassin formation. Because you need an Inquisitor to unlock that many assassins fluff-wise, I brought Codiaz. He's not the model. I brought Cortez because that's what I roll.
I like that guy better.
I got Mephiston, also not the model because I like this guy better, and Corbulu.
All custom-made stuff, we like that here, the Long War.
I try. And then I brought a whole mess of Death Company. Actually, it's only about 13 to be exact. My lucky number. About 3 power swords, and about 10 scouts because I needed some points. And then 2 drop pods because, like I said before, you can't have a Blood Angels army without drop pods.
I like it. What a army list breakdown we just did right there for you guys. Like, I'm so happy to see your mini Walking Super Friends unit. I love all the combinations of stuff you have in there. And what I cannot wait for is some Death Company with a bunch of billion attacks buffed up and everything else, and some Ravengers with my own buffs and everything. You know, talk about it.
You know, honestly, the Suicide Squad is here to probably die. But they're gonna... I mean, I got the Colossus to hopefully negate some of that psychic powers.
Yo, this assassin unit is definitely going to cause some problems because it's basically, I'm not even going to have a really be able to try to roll any psychic abilities. You know, what am I going to do? Perils? What am I going to do? Like, you know, it's not going to be worth it. So that is huge. And everybody at home knows, and a NID player that you played against and everything else, we need our Feel No Pains.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that catalyst is so clutch. So, you know, that's going to be big. I'm excited to see because I only have like this many shots in my entire army. You aren't far beyond that, so I know the only way that models are going to get removed this game is if we do it the old fisticuffs.
Mano a mano.
That's right, so I'm looking forward to it. So, real quick, do you think, do you see any pros or cons about this style of NID list versus my flying one? Do you think this is going to be a little easier to deal with than the flyers, or?
I feel like it would be easier to deal with because of the flyers, not having to hit on 6s. I brought no assault cannons, things like that.
That's true. Before you did have some twin linked assault cannons, you did have this. It's basically like all my whole army, 1,800 or 1,600 points of my army is invisible to you, know,
exactly.
effectively. So, yeah. And then, so I'm also thinking for these, it is a kill point mission, so that's going to be a little tough for you there. Yeah. But you've got this little MSU right here, and I've got big, meaty, expensive units. So that could work in your favor if I have to just start chewing through and God forbid I get stonewalled.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not be able to push on. Like having these little pockets of stuff like that is definitely going to be tough.
I'm hoping the assassins can get in. And I'm really confident, well, I feel confident anyway, that they're going to be able to do some damage. How much damage? I don't know. There's just a whole lot of biomass out there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have it. I just don't know if I can get through it all, to be honest. And you have some really mean... you still got some Strike Force Kaiju elements in there, so I'm a little afraid.
I don't go anywhere without some big guys. Last thing, I cannot wait to see how you general these assassins. I played against them multiple times, a couple times in tournaments and at friendly games. But one thing I noticed, because people have the ability to put these individual models kind of anywhere they want or whatever else infiltrate, they always go balls deep. So I can't wait to see what you decide to do with them. You know what I mean? Your own version, and see if you go, go all in, or if you play a little more tactical and things like that. So I'm excited to see everybody. Make sure you tune in, and let's start rolling some dice. Felix, what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be rocking a hammer and anvil kill point mission with the 3 standard First Blood, Linebreaker, and Slay the Warlord.
I'm pretty excited.
Felix, we're at that time, crossroads of the day, baby. It is you and I. Time to roll the first dice of the game. This is for deployment sides. Assassins didn't help you with that one. I won. I will take the side to my right. And then now the epic big roll of this game, because we use right out of the rule book. This is go first, deploy first. I get to choose everything. It looks like I get a 1.
Suicide Squad.
They helped you that one. So would you like to go ahead and deploy first?
Yes.
All right. Yo, Felix, I'm definitely liking the assassin element, because what it does is makes your whole army invisible. Where is it at?
That's a good question. Suicide Squad is coming in hot, out of the shadows.
Out of the shadows. So everything is either coming in via pods, infiltrating, popping up out of nowhere. I like it. High Fleet Lexus is not coming in out of the shadows. We are full force ready to roll. Swarm Lord lead the charge right up front with my Ravengers just basically taking flank. I do have a couple things in reserve. Lictors are doing what they do, popping up anywhere on the board, kind of like how Felix is some of his assassin stuff are going to do. Then I also have a squad of 14 Hormigons, and Optimus Prime himself. Hopefully as a little tack, I'm hopefully that the Optimus Prime will come in before the Hormigons, being able so they can use his subterranean assault rules.
Not gonna lie, it looks scary.
So Felix here has opted to have himself go first after deploying, and this is his quasi finger quotes deployment. All his stuff infiltrated and is coming in via pods. Let's talk about it.
So I got my Calidus up front so she can use her polymorphin something, I forget the exact name, but it makes her hard to shoot. I got my Eversor hanging out, ready to take a strike at these guys. I got my Colossus hiding in the back, ready to get powered up by his Psychers. My 2 Scout Squads, my Vindicator taking point, ready to snipe some stuff out.
I'm so happy that finally, on camera, I can seize initiative on Cody S. I know everybody's been talking about it at home, but here it is. My first roll for Seize the Initiative. I know it's going to be a 6. Oh, damn it. Next game, I will seize on Cody, as I promise. Top of 1, Felix. Here we go. You got 2 pods, so one of them comes in now. Which one are you choosing?
Bringing in the HQ section of Kodiaz, Mephiston, and Korbulu, along with a little death company to keep them safe.
Awesome.
And hot. Charging up that Amicus Speculum.
There we go. There we go.
Angels from the sky.
Okay, so that was a scatter of 7 inches. That would put you right here. So for everybody that doesn't know, the drop pod assault rule, it comes in on turn 1, and if it can't clear where it needs to go, it's just gonna sit right the heck where it is.
Vindicare got his sights.
Oh, it's the shooting phase. I like it. Going right into it.
Ballistic skill 8.
So that is a hit. Felix is shooting the Vindicare Assassin at my Swarm Lord unit.
Probably should have mentioned he's using the Hellfire rounds.
That wound on a 2-up, that is a wound. So I'm going to try to look out Sir this. I do take a -2 because he is super cool and badass. The Vindicare Assassin, that is. So I'm going to look out Sir on a 4-up now. That is a 6. Now I'm going to take a 4-up Inbone on one of my Hive Guard, or Tyrant Guard, and that is aka first wound to Felix. As per normal, that was a quick turn 1 for you, Felix. Let's talk about it.
I was going after the Warlord because the formation gives me +1 to your Warlord, but you were able to roll a 6 and say go away. But, I'll take the first blood, aka first wound.
All right, y'all, pro tip here. This is a great opportunity to use one of these things in a tournament that we do. I am still in my movement phase. But because I know I've only basically got movement, what I'm going to go ahead and do is ask my opponent if it's okay if I can run, add my run roll to the distance, just so I only have to touch my models once. Felix, is that cool with you?
No. Oh, wait, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So this is my Hormigons. They have Bounding Leap, so I get 4 plus 3, so that is 7. Plus their 6-inch move, so I am good at math, so that's 13 total inches they get to move.
Lucky number.
So here, again guys, this is the opportunity, so I don't have to go through terrain. This is something that saves you time. I'm going to do this for the rest of my army, because I know all I'm doing is moving straight forward.
No.
Fastest turn in history. We have moved everybody and ran everybody up. I do want to touch on something else. Hey, look, if you don't need to cast some stuff, don't do it. I don't want to go ahead and take a lucky wound for Felix there on my Swarm Lord, so I'm basically not, even though I have Catalyst and a Warp Lance and some other stuff, I'm not down to take any wounds right now, and I'm just going to roll right into the next turn.
No.
Okay. All right. Turn 2, Felix. Let's see if that pod comes in and gives you any help.
Gotta get some backup. Nope.
Maybe next turn.
So right now, my headquarters thinking, hey, Vindicare, we brought you here to kill something.
Keep shooter. Same
Wow.
target.
Wow.
But the cool thing is, because you're cool and you're the assassin, you get to re-roll that one home slice. Oh my gosh.
We apparently need to get a refund on our Vindicare.
You might need to trade him for the newer model, because I have actually never in the history of ever seen him miss.
So I shuffled my unit around. Really not doing a whole lot. We're just waiting for this wave of bone and biomechanical
basically just
mass.
having to go through the motions of covering all this ground, and shit's about to go down. Rapper.
The anticipation is building.
Okay, here we go. Turn 2, me. I'm actually liking where I'm at, board presence. I'm about to run up and maybe try to make an 11-inch charge if I can. I'm going to do it. If not, we'll be out there and let him charge me. I literally don't care. I am up to my rolls now. So this is for my Trigon Prime Optimus. Optimus is in. I have 2 Lictors. 1 Lictor is in. And I hope I don't get the Hormigaunt so I can use this rule. Hormigaunts, are you in? Yes, you are. Felix wasn't the only one that brought some assassins. Lictors get to pop up wherever they want as well. So I know this Evisaur, after rolling Snake Eyes, literally just shit himself. So there is one of my reserves. Here is my second. What I'm opting to do here, even though I spent all my points, and normally you want to put your points against his, I'm not really feeling that with this Trigon Prime, with Optimus. So I'm going to try to pick on these scouts before I go to the meat and potatoes his army. Let's see what happens. Well, I'm going to go this way 10 inches. Seems actually where the hive mind wanted me. It doesn't matter what I want.
Unfortunate.
Yep, so is what it is. I'm still comfortable where I'm at. Okay, so I've hauled ass. Everything is where it is. I did that combo, move and run, everything. So a couple things I want to talk about here, guys. Another pro tip. You see how my models are spaced out here? The downfall, you see how close I am? Normally, a lot of times you would space the 2-inch mark out. Well, what I did was I got a little closer. And the downfall with Marines being on 32 millimeters now, A, it's good because they can get in combats and string everything else, but they can't shoot gaps like they used to. 32 mil is a lot bigger whenever you're trying to shoot past, and what I mean by that is moving your model in between the Hormigauts. If the model can fit without touching another model, he could actually assault here. So what I did was I made sure that couldn't happen. I'm sacrificing my Hormigauts. But what this is going to allow me to do is combo charge this unit, his super unit, with 2 units of Ravengers. I've never done that before. I have absolutely no idea what the outcome is. So we're going to see. We're also going to do some buffs here in just a second. I absolutely love it, man. I got this Lictor chilling right here. So now it's my turn to do a little shooting at him. See how he likes it. So the Lictors come with flesh hooks that are now a shooting attack. So they are 2, strength 6, force to hit, that is 1 hit. It is strength 6 rending, so I'd like to see that face again. It is not just a wound there, Felix.
Assassin.
Stuck it. You know how they talk about on the Food Network, you're like, man, I wish we had smell-o-vision so you could smell this. I wish you guys had inside my body a vision, because I am so happy right now, it's not even funny. It is absolutely amazing moving my this army that I've always wanted to put together and have on the table. Moving around, they're hauling ass, they're doing things, and I'm just foreseeing what's happening. I, again, did not do any psychics because the assassin is on the board, which is going to nullify, so there's no point in doing anything and causing harm myself. But the Swarm Lord did give one of his special abilities to this front Hormigaunt squad. They have preferred enemy.
So Death Company needs to show up. And it's hidden. There we go, they show up. Beast Company were a little bit held in reserve, getting a little extra angry, so they're going to be the Spirit Tip. Let's see what they do. That's not bad.
Yeah, so again, basically as we talked about before, we're just going to go ahead and see our distance. They would have stopped anyway, but the 4-inch drops them right there.
So move Death Company out of their drop pod, and they're going to unload a volley of fire, of bolt gun and bolt pistol fire, into the Hormigauts, hopefully opening up express lane so I can get some Death Company into some Raveners and get some fun choppy action. Bolt guns, bolt pistols. Not too shabby.
I will jink.
That's not a thing.
That's not a thing? Okay. I am, your strength 4, I am toughness 3. You need 3s.
Not bad.
Okay, so I am going to go to ground, bro. Don't think I won't. So,
do what you want.
It looks like I have 2 6-up saves because I'm not getting that drop pod cover yet. I still have 1 6-up save to make because I have a dude still standing. So I've lost 2. Now, the closest model is 1 at a time here, is hiding behind that drop pod. So I am at a 4-up. He is dead. Now, if we can get here, we'll show this is a 4-up. Now we go back, the closest model is back to being in the open. So now it's basically going to leapfrog back and forth. This guy is going to get a 6-up save. Nope. And again, it looks like this guy, he's going to get his hole that he wants. He's going to be the close again. He gets a 6-up save. Nope. So that was it.
Time. So I'm not going to lie. I was a little surprised that this Lictor came out of nowhere. But the good thing about the Vindicator is he's got a turbo-penetrated loaded pistol he's going to whip out and try to put in the skull face. All right. Redeem.
A 2 is better slightly than a 1, but it still is a hit here. So you are doing the turbo penetrator, so you need that poison 4 up to wound me.
I will take it.
That is a wound. Okay, so, and it is AP better than my save. And I have cover and everything else, but you ignore cover. So I am just going to have to take this on the chin. All right, Felix, let's see what that D3 is. I'm praying for anything but a 5 or 6.
That's exactly what I need.
All right, so I take 2 wounds, and there's nothing I can do about it. I have 1 remaining.
So we're going to see what the Evisor can do.
You're at a higher initiative than me, so you are up first. And his attack, sir.
Apparently he wants to show off all by himself. Hitting on 3s. That's decent. We'll re-roll this one because it's a little bit cocked. Still cocked. Does not want to happen. Hitting on 2s. Shred. Here we go.
There's 5 wounds. I'm going to just bang these out real quick. I have a 5-up save. You don't have an AP value, if I'm not mistaken, attached to him while you're looking that up. So I just have 5. I will lose 3. Okay, so it is up to my 20 attacks, and I'm going to need 4s to hit. I don't have any cool buffs right now, no preferred enemy or anything like that. It'd be nice, though. Good lord. And I am strength 4, needing 4s to wound. Wow.
That is bad. For you.
Less than optimal. But I am fearless, so we're stuck in combat, and I'm okay with it. Felix, that's the bottom of your turn 2. How'd you feel?
I'm a little scared. I'm more scared. The Vindicator came up and took 2 wounds in assault. That was not fun. The scouts came up and helped cleaned up.
Yeah, so basically to give a rundown, we've got the scouts and the Vindicator Assassin charged the Lictor and was able to pull that last wound off of him. But the Vindicator in return did take 2 wounds on himself. So that's kind of clutch. But first blood did go to you. Good job. Okay, so my turn 3. I'm feeling so excited. I do want to roll and see if this Lictor is going to come in. He is not, and I'm actually perfectly okay with that. I'd like to see so he can pop up later and kind of have like a mini roll gap and kind of stopping people wherever I wound some stuff down. And it is time to get to the nitty gritty and put all these models in combat. Okay, so here we are. We've got some stuff to announce. Swarm Lord is just going to opt not to do any psychics. The Calidus Assassin is chilling nearby, so there's no point there. But he is going to give this unit right here that is charging into Ravagers, going to give them preferred enemy going into those Death Company to make sure. I really want to make sure that I can wipe that unit out and move on. And then hopefully sooner than later, I was hoping to get that Malanthrope. He's just dingling behind there. Can't roll a run roll to save his life. So I was hoping to get some preferred enemy bubbles within itself, but maybe later on in the game, and we're just going to steamroll right into the assault phase. So we're going to do the longest charge first. Okay, I really need to kill this, so I'm going to try this my Swarm Lord into the Death Company. So I've got a 6-inch. I don't think that is going to... Why, sir, yes, it will. Swarm Lord and the Tyrant Guard are going to be able to get into the Death Company. That's going to free up this Ravager squad to roll right into his anti-psyker defense here, killing this assassin, the Calexis. 8 inches is plenty to get me there. Okay, so the first combat we're going to go to is the one that we were stuck in last time with the Evisor Assassin. So Felix, you are up with your 5 attacks. Roll them down.
Cocked. Bam.
That is all 5 hits. And now, because you're Neuro Shred Gauntlets of Doom, you wound me on 2s as before. Okay, so again, I owe you 5 saves. I really wish I had Feel No Pains. So again, that's going to take down a whole Ravager. And I'm going to put 2 wounds on another. So I have 1 with 1 wound taken. And 1 who was taken. Now it's time for me to swing back and actually do something.
Not going to lie, I kind of hope he blows up. That could be hilarious.
Now, my attacks, I'm liking where we're at so far. And 4s again. So 4 saves, homie.
Dice control, right? 1 invul. Feel no pain. That's a wound. Invul. Feel no pain. That's a wound.
2 wounds left. Or 1 wound. Saved. So he has taken 2 wounds. Big Bad Swarmy is up now. I have 6 attacks off the charge. Weapon skill 9, needing 3s to hit. I don't get any rerolls there. But I am strength 6. He is toughness 4. I need 2s to wound. These all cause instant death. So you know what that means. No feel, no pain, no armors. Just 3 death company to the ground.
So we're rolling our power swords first. Weapon skill 5 because of Korbulu.
So you need 4s because I am weapon skill 5 as well.
No rerolls. No furious charge. Strength 5. Strength 4.
Yep, so you would need 6s to wound me, so you did get 2 through, okay? And I get, because I'm only AP 3, or I'm only armor save 3, I can't do anything about this, so I'm going to just have to remove.
This is just the buttstock of a bolter. Wow. Feeling it.
So 1 save. Good to go. And then now my 4 attacks from my 1 guy that's left. I need 4s, and now I am strength 5 rending. That is 2 saves.
Armor?
Yes, sir.
Copy.
You can just roll them both at the same time. They're the same thing.
I like more drama.
There we go. And you did stick both of them. I won the combat. We were both fearless, so we will just pile in and keep moving our way down the line to the next 3 combats.
Calidus is fast. See if we can beat some buggies down.
Yep, so you get your 4 attacks, needing 3s to hit. Now he's pretty gangster in combat, so any quality, so that he only does 1 wound, no armor save allowed. So that means one of my guys is taking a wound. So I broke my dice, excuse me, into 3 and 3. I've got 6 total guys with 5 attacks each. So this is for half of them. Then I'll roll this again for the second half just to speed this along. So I need 6s to hit you. God bless. That is a good little bunch of them there. And this is the unit that I gave preferred enemy to. Okay, so I get to re-roll these with another pickup. And then I'm just going to go ahead and finish these out. These are the ones that are rending claws here. So, and it doesn't matter because, excuse me, you're all about the same save. So, and preferred enemy, 1 more again. Okay, so from this batch of saves, Felix, you have 5 to make. You take wound, 2 wounds.
3. No, that's an invul.
Yep, you're good to go. Good to go.
Nope.
No.
That's enough.
Didn't even have to roll the second batch of dice. Love it. Okay, wow, what a great assault phase. I won some, I lost some. Can't get out of that assault with that Evisor Assassin. That dude is a beast. The Swarm Lord is dug in doing what he does. I was able to pick up this assassin here. So now obviously it looks like we've got the Blood Angels Inquisition Super Friends unit. And then, but now over on this other front here, Hormagaunts are tying up some scouts. And then the Optimus Prime himself was able to take down the chick assassin, the Calixus. Is that right?
Calidus.
The Calidus. I'm sorry. There's so many assassins. He started at the bottom, but basically what did happen is the flame template and everything else. It took me down 3 wounds, so that was kind of clutch. But as Drake says, we started at the bottom, and now we're here. All right, Felix. Turn for you. Every models that's here is on the board for you. You know, we've kind of danced around each other. Your big unit is here. Are you going to break it off? Are you going to do what it is? Let's talk about it.
You know, I'm really thinking I'm just going to go head first, get some revenge.
There we go. Keep your unit together and come strong in and try to delete one of my hammer units to get them off the board.
But I'm honestly feeling pulling on Mephiston and trying to do a challenge over there just to see what happens with Lord on Warlord.
Good old fisticuff, Mephiston and Swarm Lord.
It could be epic.
Stay tuned. I love it when we basically go from movement straight to almost the assault phase, you know, with little psychics in between. So, Felix, the
Sanguine Sword.
You got Sanguine Sword and what else?
Quickening.
And Quickening. That's right. I stopped Force.
And Unleash Rage, which would have been epic for the Death Company, but they have plenty of rage already.
They got plenty, exactly. So basically what we've got here is let's go ahead and roll your charge distance, see where we're at. So 4 inches, it's still enough. We're going to measure it out here and get everybody in combat and see what happens. Okay, so Mephiston is up, and because of that cool psychic ability, he gave you an extra 3 attacks. So he is rocking 1 billion.
Well, 9.
9, okay. And then needs 3s to hit. Now, you don't have any preferred enemy or mastercrafted or anything here. Okay. Now you are strength 10, correct?
Yes.
All right, now this is where it's going to...
The hammer.
Yep. Luckily, there's 2 wounds in there, because watch everybody at home what happens when strength 10 goes against 3 wound toughness 4 models. You know, when I was building this, people were like, oh, what about strength 10? You're going to get killed in 8. I was like, there's not that much strength 10 and 8 out there. Mephiston just showed me he's got his.
So weapon skill 5.
Against my weapon skill 5.
Because of Corbulus. Makes us 4.
Yep, 4 to hit. Wow, great roll, brother.
These power swords.
And then now you have Furious Charge, something I wish I kind of had. So you need 3s to do wounds. Again, luckily enough, there was... a couple bad rolls in there, but that is 3 wounds. That is a full Ravager again. They're dropping like flies here. So everybody at home, that is Corbolo. So he has 4 hits. Yep, he has weapon skill 6 with buffs and everything else like that, coolness.
But not so hot on rending.
So with all the modifiers and everything, I'm going to have to take these 4 saves. I get 1. Look at that, guys. That is tough. That is literally a whole nother base removed. I have 1 guy with 2 wounds left, and he still has a guy left to swing.
So now, Bolt Company, or the Bolt Gun carrying Death Company, we're going to roll this twice. It's 8 dice. It's 2. Not a lot, so just 2. He might make it.
Holy gracious.
They do have Furious Charge and 1 for the Chalice.
Okay, so now I have 5 up saves. I have 1 wound left. Wow. Can't even believe I'm still here. My attacks now. I can roll some 4s. And now I am needing 4s again. Only got 1 this time. So you have a 3-up save followed by Feel No Pain, brother. Hell Armor has failed you. You did not feel any pain.
Thank you, Sanguinius.
Okay, we're down to finally weather the storm of this last unit. We got Cody S swinging with his super big hammer. Felix, you're up, homie.
Hoping that he can bring this thunder.
Well, 3 hits is good, and then now you are more than me, so anything but 1s. I go ska-splat. So basically, I saw that, foreshadowed that a little bit happening. His super unit deserved that. You know, if they didn't fall like that, I'd be surprised, but now it's time for me to roll on and try to get into his unit. Okay, we are moving right along there. We have got up to the Evisor now. Felix, you're up with your swinging.
Kind of left him swinging in the wind, but let's see what he can do.
Hey, 4 hits. Seems good.
Reroll.
Yeah. Yeah, man, wow. What's so strong needing 2s reroll? Like, man, that's so tough. So now I need some 5-up saves here. Let's make some. Okay, so my attacks. I really would like to be done with this guy. Hey, I'm starting out pretty solid, I feel. Needing 4s. And then again, I just need a couple 4s to make him roll. Oh, when I mean a couple, I only make him roll 1.
4-up in bowl.
Stuck it. We are there again. Wow, didn't see that happening. He's holding strong. Man, there's a whole lot less NIDs on this table. Felix, talk about it.
You know, honestly, I was not... I mean, okay, I was hoping the Death Company was going to make some NID soup. I was really surprised over there by the drop pod that the Death Company they held up. I was expecting them to
Wow, 2 rounds,
out.
you're not lying. that Swarm Lord has been in combat with these 7 power armor guys. Wow, I'm surprised that he cannot chew through. I mean, he's picked up 6 in 2 turns, but tying me there, not letting me roll right into your unit, and letting you get the charge on me is huge.
That could be pretty clutch. And we still got the Eviscerator over there climbing off walls and ducking, going for a ride. I don't even know
Yeah, the Evisaur is doing what he does. The Nid Dead pile is building up. So, my turn 4. My 1 Lictor left is coming auto in. So, I think I'm going to try to do the same thing where I did with the last one and see if I can't take this one last wound on this assassin up top here. And basically, I'm just going to try to find an answer for this big unit and see how many Space Marines I can kill. Lictors, don't let me down, baby. So, avenge your brother. Here he is with his 2 shots trying to peel this last wound off the assassin. Whew! He's not letting me down. There is 2, and I am strength 6. No 1s. You got 2 saves, homie. Oh! Able to pick off that last wound. Alright, well, after Felix's Horn of Gondor right there, we are now in the assault phase, and it is on. I was just able to get some preferred enemy for these Ravengers, try to take down this Evisaur. So, Felix.
Alright, Evisaur, let's see what you can do.
I only got missed twice there, so I like that.
These are almost knocked
Okay,
over.
so I've got 1 guy without any that hasn't been wounded, so all these are going to go on him. Whew. Okay, so he now has 1 wound left. I'll mark here in just a second. But I'm able to still utilize his attacks. He is not dead, not down for the count, and I get my swings back. Good thing I have some preferred enemy going on. That helped out. And force with rerolls of 1. Hey, so glad preferred enemy came through. That is 4 saves, homie. Oof. Feel no pain?
Bam.
Like a boss. Like an absolute boss. Okay, that was the bottom of my 4. I am feeling good, not gonna lie. I've got a lot of nids left on the table, a lot of punching power. I've got this unmolested unit here for the most part. But that Evisaur is really giving me some troubles. I cannot bring him down, but I was able to pick up every other model in his army besides these 2 in these drop pods. So I won combat on my flank, which I needed, and then we're about to roll right in and see. I'm gonna have to brace for all the pain that he's got coming at me in turn 5. Felix, turn 5. 9 models left on the table. Talk about it.
You know, I only started, brought 31, so I'm still confident.
Yeah, you got 33% of your army left. I mean, that's pretty solid, huh?
That's not too bad. But yeah, I was a little heartbroken that the Lictor just came in, finally took out my Vindicator, who really was worthless. But
he put on some quality wounds on some Lictors and stuff, but you know, the Evisaur's making it up, and I can't wait to see. We might get that that Warlord on Warlord, Mephiston Swarm Lord coming up.
Kind of feeling it, to be honest.
Man, we are like just zooming through these turns. I love it. We just go straight to assault. So your bolters are basically rendered useless when you're shooting my toughness 6 models. But that's not where that unit excels, right, Felix? It is this right here. So let's see that charge distance.
Here comes death.
1 million inches. That's all you needed. Let's move them and start counting up some attacks and issuing and accepting some challenges.
Maybe.
Okay, so here we are. The challenge has been issued and it has been accepted. Swarm Lord Mephiston, it is going down. So here we are. I am at initiative 6, and Felix, you are at initiative 7 with Mephiston. So go ahead, sir, and roll your dice.
Thanks to quickening, we got 1 extra.
And I am weapon skill 9. You are a little less than that, so you need 4s to hit me. And then now you are strength 10, so you need 2s to wound me, which is huge.
Huger than huge.
All right, so you got 5. So because of my parry blades, my bone sword sabers that I have a 4 of them. And then now I get some feel no pain love from Catalyst. So I take 2 wounds. Okay. Cool thing is now I get to swing back with my 5 attacks.
Bam.
And now, what's your toughness?
5.
Toughness 5, so I need 3s to wound you. Not having in-bone, there was not much else he could do here. So that is going to kill Mephistine because of my instant death attack. And Mighty Corbolo is up next with his attacks into the Hive Guard.
Hoping to get a rending or two, just for fun.
So you got all hits. Go ahead and re-roll them. You need 4s to wound and looking for 6s. Okay, so go ahead and knock these out here. Got 3 up saves, like a boss. And then I need to stick a 5 up, feel no pain. I don't, take a wound. Okay, Death Company time.
Getting some power sword action.
4s to hit, and then 5s to wound. Oh, wow. So I have to roll these one at a time now because this is AP3. I'm only getting a feel no pain. So down, now this is going to roll right into the Swarm Lord. Okay, so now this is a 4 up, followed by 5 up, 4 up, good to go. All right, so all this is happening at I-5. That's why the models haven't moved any closer together because we're not actually able to move them. But Felix, you are up with the rest of your Death Company attacks.
Here comes the rage.
All right. Still need 4s to hit. And 5s to wound, home slice. 2 wounds.
Take it.
And then this is a 3 up save. Like a boss. And you still have 1 guy left. Good old Thunderhammer Codiez himself.
Here comes Kodiaz up for redemption.
Here we go. Here's his attacks. That is 3 hits. Oof. Okay, so he is strength 7 or 8, excuse me. So this is 2 wounds, and now I have 2 4-up saves and a 5-up feel no pain. Take another wound. I have 2 wounds left. Okay, we're up to the Evisor now. Time for him to keep murder and death killing.
We can jump off some walls. You roll these.
So that is 4. So I'm gonna just roll them all 4 at once. I need 5s, followed by 5-up feel no pain. So I lost 1. So everybody is down to 1 wound left. Can they do it? Can they stop this guy finally here? They've been stuck in this combat. So I do still have a little preferred enemy. A little, as you can tell. 4 re-rolling 1s. God bless on the re-roll. I did pick up 1 there. Felix, you were able to stonewall the last 4 that I gave you. Can you do it again?
Ooh, no.
5-up, feel no pain, sir. Boom. Stonewall that. Now, what happens, Felix? Break it down.
He's gonna explode.
The detonation, when this model is removed from play, removed to 0 wounds, all units within friend or foe 6d6 inches takes
6 inches.
All right.
Woo.
I love it. And they take strength 5
AP dash.
AP dash hits, a d6 for each friend and foe unit. Okay, we had to pump the brakes a little bit. The challenge flag was thrown down upon further review. We're doing that just a slight off. It is not a d6 for each unit. It is each model within 6 inches, friend or foe, is going to take that many. So let's just go ahead and measure this out real quick. That is, you're going to get Felix 3 for my Ravengers. The Swarm Lord, I get 2, 4, 6 of your guys, and you get 1 Hormigaunt. So we are going to roll those dice here in just a second. All right, Felix, Ravengers, a time to wound him. Okay, so 2 wounds, 5-up saves.
Stuck him.
Stuck him. 1 to my Swarm Lord, looking for a 5. No, sir. And 1 to my Hormigaunt, looking for a 2. And I get a 5-up cover. 6 against your guys. I'm loving it. That is 4 wounds to you. Looks like you can take 3 saves at once because you got 3 guys for an independent character. So 1, feel no pain. Alright, took down 1. And then you can just roll this last one out. That'd be a Death Company as well. Like a boss, power armor usually doesn't fail. Okay, Felix, that was the end of your turn 5. You were able to do some damage. You picked up some stuff, lost Warlord. I thought you were able to come in there and was going to do enough damage to Swarm Lord because he only had there's 4 wounds left. But let's talk about it.
Not having force weapon on Mephiston was so
I had to stop that.
Clutch.
I had to stop that. That was, I gave you quickening and I gave up and didn't try to block anything else that you had there, Sanguine Sword, but I was like, I gotta stop force. So, huge difference maker.
Giant. I don't even know if we're gonna. This could be the last one. So I'm sorry to America if you guys wanted to see a game go to 6 rounds, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay, wow. I'm really happy where I'm at. I do have 3 Avengers left, only 1 wound each, so it's kind of just like blah. But things are looking up. I'm about to dump everything I have into this unit and see if I just can't end this game right here. Well, guys, I don't have to tell you what my plan is here. You can kind of see what I'm going to do here. This is going to be kind of clutch. I have to make sure that I do my charges in the right order so I don't flood in too much and kind of pull some people out of charge. So basically, I'm just going to tell you the order real quick and then roll the dice separate. The Malanthrope is going to try to sneak in and come base contact here, while the Swarm Lord, the Optimus Prime is going to try to sneak in here as well. Now let's just talk about this for 2 seconds. If I would opt to go here in my Hormigons first, what could happen is I could bleed this in because of base contact and basically only leave this little bit of model space here. So this is one of those good tournament tech things that we talk about that you can pick up on. It's all about model placement and the order in which you do things. Malanthrope needs to stick a 5-inch charge, which he does. The Optimus Prime needs to stick a 5-inch charge as well, which he does. Ravengers cannot fail. And the Hormigons are all in. It is one big happy family right now, baby.
Alamo time.
Oh man, who would have thought that at the bottom of turn 5 we'd be in an assault like this? It makes me happy and feel a case of the feel goodsies. So here we are. Swarm Lord is going to try to issue a challenge. See who's going to accept it from Felix's side.
Codiez is right there.
There it is. Codiez is stepping up to get slain down. It was basically the inevitable. But at initiative 10, we've got some Hammer of Wrath. So I have 1 coming from Optimus. That is 1 wound, and that is in base contact with Corbolo, so he can either take it or look out, sir, whatever he wants to do.
We're going to roll on Corbolo.
Like a beast. Okay, so here we are. I am at initiative 7 with Optimus Trigon Prime. So we will start there. I am going to go for the crushing blow shot, and I'm going to go for an extra to my strength. So now I'm going to be at strength 8. Guess what that does? That eliminates that instant kill Scorbolo, who's in base contact, and eliminates Feel No Pains from that Death Company. So, and I'm going to be swinging with 7 attacks, needing force. I don't have any cool rerolls or anything right now. I am strength 8. That is 5 instant death, strength 8, which is instant death for you. AP 2 wounds, brother. So basically, you're at this point, homie, you're just going to try to keep Corbolo alive, probably, so you're going to roll 5 lookout sirs.
Here comes 5 lookouts.
So that is 5. Do you have 5 Death Company there? I can't see.
I do have 5.
So that all 5 Death Company are dead. They don't get a save against it.
This is for Corbulu.
All right, and he is swinging into the Ravengers or Optimus Prime?
Going into the Ravengers, trying to finish him off.
Makes sense. That is a wound, so I get a 5-up save. Whereas the teeth is Heaven's Teeth is a AP4 weapon, AP4 or 5. I'm fairly positive. We'll look that up on a review. But either way, if I stick this 5-up Feel No Pain, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's how we solve stuff here in the Beats Laboratory. Big Swarmerton time. He is hitting on 3s. Preferred enemy didn't help him there. And then now he is wounding on 2s. That is 4 instant death, AP 2 wounds, brother.
Dead.
Okay, wow. When Trigon Optimus Prime gets involved with Swarm Lord Duo. Hey guys, look, I know I'm going to talk about this a little bit later as well, but Wow, what an MVP right here with the Yawgmoth factor and the Reaper of Obliterax. Like, this is something I've had in my head for a while, but he's like 315 points. But what an absolute juggernaut he is. You know, like, wow. Okay, that was a epic turn 5 ending. You know, basically this is where we are. I mean, we can roll forward here real quick. I'm just showing everybody this is. The game will keep going on to a turn 6, but everybody at home, nobody wants to watch for the next 5 minutes and me blowing up some drop pods and him shooting some storm bolters. So everybody at home, and Felix, thank you so much for coming out, and what another great game. Man, what a game. What a game. I absolutely loved it. You know, I came out on top. I was able to I had the most models left. Let me tell you, if the roles were reversed, if it was a fun and exciting game like that, I don't mind taking a loss.
Yeah.
We brought our models and everybody got interacted with in one way or the other. Some models got interacted with, they won't tell their mom about it, but let me tell you what, it was real. Your Suicide Squad came over and completely tore down one of my Ravager units. I mean, at one point in time, I think there was 7 assaults launched on turn 3. Mm-hmm. Like, tell me a game that's ever happened.
I don't think I've ever.
Right? Like, we've got just, I mean, it's just, what a great game. This list has done everything that I want to do, everything that since I've been dreaming about it. So, wow, absolutely love it. I can't wait to even, we were actually talking about maybe what it would do against Gladius Strike Force and things like that, and necessarily armies that are heavy on the grab side.
Right.
What do you think about that?
You know, their armor is just, it's really non-existent. So if you have a lot of grab, it's just going to they laugh at you.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that I'm kind of worried about now and stuff is what some people don't play is assault cannons. Deadly. Yes. Deadly. You know, heavy bolters, deadly. Flame templates. A lot of these weapon systems aren't in the game anymore. Now, there is other ones. I'm not saying this is a phenomenal, got to play army. One thing I do want to mention, I know you had talked about is, the Sky Shield landing pad. High Fleet Lessix doesn't go anywhere without a Sky Shield. In a tournament, in a game stuff, I build lists for that. I cannot have 2 out of 3 games maybe. I'm going to move right off my Sky Shield and it's not going to get any play. But that one game that somebody alpha strikes me, that somebody shoots 1,000,000 Tau missile shots or anything else, I need that 4-up invo. I need that pluses to my invo or my cover saves and things like that. So either way, that's why the synergy that it brings. So I am so happy with this game. I couldn't believe it anymore. MVP, one of my MVPs is the Swarm Lord and Trigon Prime himself, Optimus Beast Mode.
Easily. I had answers, but the answers just weren't good enough, to be honest. Your Sky Shield really it didn't quite. Well, let me rewind just a little bit. It completely changed what I wanted to do because I really considered
in the beginning going in hard, yeah.
And then I rethought it and I was like,
Yeah, not for sure. It definitely does. And it does that for a lot of things. So, man, but Felix, what a great game. I can't wait to get you back here in the Beach Laboratory and we can get round 3 in and maybe Blood Angels can pull round 3. So, but Felix, as always, thank you for a great game. And everybody at home, thanks for joining in and watching us. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, go to longwar.net and become a veteran of the Long War today.
You like it? It's hurting your butt cheeks. You smile with your butt.
I can hear everything you're saying.